I hate this. Hello guys, welcome back to another video where today we are doing modern history of Japan. So yeah, this is going to be taking the events from Japan all the way from like the 1890s all the way to about like what nowish. But it's going to skip ahead some of the things like the modern day stuff. World War II is when it goes in depth, of course. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. And this is a reaction, by the way, and let's get into it. This is Japan, being happy. That's Korea, the British side, and that's Qing Dynasty, which is China, who only had katanas, very weak at the time. Japan's already showing his guns, so they take Port Arthur, which is not us, and then just shoot the Korea. This is the Treaty of, I'm not going to say that because I might get it wrong, but this is in 1895. So, as you can see, they have mixed things all over them. Because they're falling apart, okay? They're falling apart. Everyone takes things for a little understand. So Japan takes over Taiwan, and Korea is next. Japan's a big once it's banned and gives Russia says no. And so we're this is in 1902 because Britain and France, Britain and Japan hate Russia. Because don't know, just don't know. And so basically China's powerless. Russia's just placing troops and moving on to see support episodes already. And so Japan is winning their against Russia because they're weak. Because they're weak style. So anyway, they're taking a bit of Russian land. Yeah, so that was the land that was occupied by Russia, so it's theirs now. And then they annexed Korea. This is World War I. And Japan offers to help against Germany. So you see, Germany had a sticky because everyone thought that back then. And obviously they're empowering because Germany has a bunch of troops in Africa and Europe. And take that. And they take all of the Pacific colonies too. This is start when one has also just build. We're still putting out so we can see what's inside the door. And doing the best I can. And the fact is that we're possible. And so the kind of which made Japan go back. Right, this is the 1920s, 1930s, where Japan's government goes down, so it becomes less. The government is just worse, but the military, it's so. Yep, they become Rising Sun, and they attack the Republic of China, which is technically Taiwan, if we're saying they're modern times. Here we go. We're gonna blow up the train. Sorry, headphones. So Japan says Japan's like China did it. So that was their own railway, I think. And that was Japan's railway. So their terrorists blow it up, but they blame China from it. And this is where the samurai stuff comes in. So obviously they start to attack China, the Republic, and they form Manchuria, Japanese Manchuria. Okay, right. So the League of Nations isn't happy, and Japan's like whatever. So he leaves the League of Nations. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Three people sleeping. Right, he needs to go use the bathroom, guys. He needs to go take a poop. He's just relaxing. He's going there. He's like bathroom. So he goes, and then the second soldier wakes up. This is a true story. And he's like, where is he? Where's the other guy? And like, hang on, the China must have done something. I'm taking it. And then they just start fighting. This is the version. So they start shooting. Then he just comes back and this is yes, that is. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Yep, it was a sniper. So Japan is unhappy. So they attack. This means Taiwan and Japan can have power to start fighting. Obviously, attacking Brazil. This is what I'm happy. Not gonna do this. So this is Communist China and Taiwan making the Chinese United Front against Japan. Japan attacks Taiwan. See, it looks like China's uniting it, yet Japan. What's the biggest victory? So you can finish it. Oh, this is Communist Mongolia. So Mongolia actually asked to join the USSR quite a lot, but they always said no, because it would just make the tensions worse with USSR and Asia. So yeah, this is a little fun fact. Anyway, but they were protected by the Soviet Union. They were protected because so basically they're like a puppet state. So Stalin had control of the government, what the military funding, everything, except for owning the land, of course. So taking it wouldn't really give him anything. This is when you find attacks. They're attacking put me right on. So they push him off. Just oh, this is public doing things. Motherfucker! Yeah. So this is the so that was motherfucker cocktail. So that was as they were advancing. So China was split in like two pieces then. One was Republic of China, the other one was Communist China, which we know took power after the Civil War. So now this is the Pact of Steel between Italy, the Third Reich, and Japan. That's Indochina. So they couldn't get peace. And US gave them peace with Japan. So then Japan knows a lot of Japan and so that's their plan to recreate, like, to make an empire basically, to invade everyone else in the south. obviously, I recreated this empire alone in my spare time on Rise of Nations, not in a video, and I made it way bigger than this one was. Like, I'm talking about so big. I extended it to India as well, which was cool. Yeah, oh, this is the Hawaii attack. This is when the war started. This is and exactly and soldiers and many the scene from the start. So they instead of and they yep, I said there was no so they anyway. So they which is stuck and they got big stuff. So they invaded Iraq, which is India. And so then gone ahead, so they went ahead to then I we see a couple of games but finally so starting from advancing. Okay, right. This is what the Empire. Yeah, so he was fine with the Australian thing. All he wanted was to own this area, and it was really much like this, just all of this Taiwan area. This is what he wanted the Empire to do. This is what they say. It's not really small bombs. They start bombing into that midway. They have partnership on. So you see, Japan wasn't as strong, but with the troops, yeah, that was until the World War. So all of the ships sink. There are a lot of ships, and it's basically a mess. get kicked out, and now all of the troops are in power. So you know it comes down like 2 weeks ago. Okay, that's fine. So this is what they're coming up. Oh, there's this one guy who tried to bomb the mainland base and they blew it up. Yeah, no, it's probably just another thing. And yeah, I don't know if it was Japan, but the main one using a photo of Japan. I think this is one of the actual the actual dinosaurs that they actually found. Or one of the mammoths. Oh, there are others. Okay, fine. The bomb's coming in. Japan having a rocket. Little boy. Destroy all bombs. I mean, this is really sad. Nuke is coming. Okay, guys, you won. The nuke's coming. You got it, okay? Here we go. Oh, it's so cold. Like the birds crackling. Yeah, crackling. I love blue. Disintegrates in a matter of seconds. Devastating. It's climate command. Hiroshima. Boom. Nagasaki. Boom. Yep, the USSR aren't happy anymore. The invasion on Italy. Finland will rule them. Once and for all. This is the map. Republic of China. That's the name of the Japan Kingdom. This is a captivity. Family game. They're like, why do you play this? The people on that? Like, really? So you see what happens is Japan loses all of the land. So you know all the little islands that they took from Germany? I think those became independent states. Indonesia and all of those guys were given back to the people they own. Eventually, Indonesia declares independence. Malaysia declares independence. All of that stuff. And there was obviously North and South Korea, and Manchuria was returned to China. And also, Russia took back the lands that they lost in 1910. So that's good too. So, America puts in democracy, demilitarizes the country, which makes me use this flag now. This is a declaration. This is a Treaty of San Francisco. So then they remove the military power so Japan can be strong by himself. And the USSR wants to be friends with Japan. Friends? Friends. I thought they were friends. And Japan starts producing all of our great stuff like TVs, cars, and cameras, and posters, and washing machines and whatnot. Fridges too. And so obviously they start making their own companies, their own merchandise. And the economy has this economic miracle. All it took was 2 bombings. Two. And the nuclear arms. And this is the invasion of Japan. This is Independence Day in 2019. And then this is the new leader, who I think is still here present day.